How's it going, everyone? Nathan's DIY Garage, and today we have a little bit of a different video. Our good friend Rob is doing the timing chain guides on his, I think it was a 2001 540i. So the M62tu. He is using the German Auto Solutions timing chain kit that we sent him. The whole kit. We finally got the whole entire kit with the blocks and everything. So Rob did a short video for us for the channel, tell us a little bit about his experiences of using those. So without any further ado, here's Rob.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Rob. Just gonna give you a short video of the timing chain guide job I just did using the German Auto Solutions timing tools and the German Auto Solution cam blocks. Like many of you, this is the first time that I ever did this job. I got to about 140,000 miles before my guides went. I recognized the sound. I immediately pulled over, got to a mechanic right by my house, less than a mile away. The mechanic basically proceeded to come out, take the oil cap off, shine a light in there, and said, "Yep, your guides are gone." I kind of thought that was kind of a sketchy diagnosis without taking anything apart, but I went ahead and listened to him anyway because of the sound that my motor was making. You've probably heard it. Best thing I can come up with is if you dumped a bunch of nuts and bolts into a garbage disposal or a blender. It was loud and it was bad. Went ahead and drove the car home, where it sat for probably a year until I could figure out how, when, and what I was going to do with it. The shop that I stopped at, the only major reliable shop here in where I live in Bozeman, Montana, quoted me $4,600 to do this job. I thought to myself, that's nuts. I put a lot of work into this car. I painted this car. It's beautiful. Black on black, 6-speed, tinted windows. It's got the M package, got the 18-inch M-Par wheels, staggered. 4,600 bucks seemed like a big chunk of change after I dumped so much money into this car already, including the first 2 years I owned the car. I was somewhat intimidated by doing any of the mechanical work. I had done some mechanical work on my previous vehicles, however, none of them were German. They were American and Japanese, fairly easy. I was told by somebody that you would have to have special mechanic and specialty tools to work on this car. So after about $4,000 or $5,000 spent at this mechanic in 2 years just doing routine maintenance, fixing and replacing a few items, for instance, the what happened? The radiator, replaced the radiator. The power steering pump completely busted off. Had to get new power steering lines, what have you. Yeah, just little routine things. I said, you know what, I'm tired of this. I'm not going to do that anymore. So I started doing my own research when I started having some questions about the car, and replaced a few things, the fan clutch, a few other things off the top of my head I cannot remember. I did all the window regulators, just little easy stuff, the water pump, what have you. And yeah, also replaced the fuel pump as it went out right before I was about to load it onto the trailer to move to Montana from Oregon. Fuel pump went out. Replaced the fuel pump, which is the passenger side rear seat underneath. You got to take the seat out, and then of course replace the fuel filter, which is underneath the front driver's seat. Drove the car around for a while in our beautiful cold winters where it got down to 40 below, and January I think is when the guides gave out. Parked the car, moved into a place that didn't have a garage. Ended up renting a storage unit, $95 a month, which is not too bad, but still. I have no electrical outlets, no power, no lights, And I've come here and kind of plucked away at this car little by little with just some very basic hand tools, no power tools at all. So needless to say, from my very first time ripping this apart, it was fun. Now that the job is complete and I just have to put everything back together, I can tell you that there's really nothing to be intimidated by. The guides, installing the guides, putting the timing tools on, following the German Auto Solutions timing instructions, cam blocks, everything was very simple. Now that I've done it, there's not a doubt in my mind that the second time going through and doing it, I can do it very easily if I had to. Say I wanted to get another E35 540. So that's it. This is a little bit of history on this car, a little bit of history on me and my mechanical knowledge, and just a big shout out to Nathan at Nathan's DIY Garage. If I wouldn't have found him on YouTube like so many of you have, I probably would have been SOL, because this guy, let me tell you what, extremely generous with his time. His knowledge is impeccable, second to none. And big shout out to the guys over at German Auto Solutions for making these simple tools.
Yeah, I tried to fix it a little bit, clear it up a little bit in editor, but it kind of is how it is. That's it, guys. Check out the link in the description for German Auto Solutions. We thank them for sending us that kit. That's all. Have a good day.